With Bethesda Starfield right around the corner, is Bethesda waiting too long for Elder Scrolls 6? And is this another Bethesda make or break moment? Let's discuss. Bethesda Starfield will release 11/11/22, barring any delays, a full 10 years from the last Elder Scrolls game, Skyrim. A lot is riding on Starfield's release, and I'll say it again. Could it be another make or break moment? And before we answer that, be sure to like this video, share this video, and smash the bell. And if you happen to be new here, subscribe. Love to have you as part of the discussion. So before we tackle the big questions, a brief history of my playing Bethesda games. I've been playing every game that Bethesda has released, starting with Gridiron, but I wasn't hooked. My interest peaked when the Elder Scrolls series released, starting with Arena. My full-blown addiction wasn't until Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. My life with Morrowind has lasted longer than 2 divorces, and I still play it to this day. Admittedly, the graphics are quite dated. But as a side note, it's one of the reasons I've been waiting so patiently for Skywind. Morrowind remade in the Skyrim engine. But anyway, Morrowind to me was a true RPG that didn't hold your hand. No on-screen compass to show your objective, and you had to talk to townsfolk to get clues of where to find the place you were looking for. Like you were tasked with finding some forgotten ancestral tomb. You ask the townsfolk, and they'd give you clues like, oh, that tomb is northwest of Balmora. Things like that, and of that nature. It made finding certain places a real accomplishment. Admittedly, no voice acting dialogue, so you actually had to read, and read a lot.
Everybody's such a know-it-all, you know? I'm sick of people who read.
And the story was stellar. I don't want to ruin it to you if you haven't played it, but let's just say you really are the hero of your own adventure. Then came Oblivion in 2006. While I enjoyed the game immensely, it did not take but a few minutes to realize that Oblivion was a dumbed-down RPG. I do understand why Bethesda dumbed it down. That was for a wider audience appeal. And even though enjoying the game, I was a little disappointed. And on 11/11/11, I continued my torn view of the Elder Scrolls franchise with the release of Skyrim. Again, I enjoyed it, and again, disappointed. And yes, Fallout 3 released in between Oblivion and Skyrim, and was good, and after Fallout 4 released, after Skyrim in 2015, I really didn't care for it too much. So here's my question. Is Bethesda waiting too long in between Elder Scrolls games? And has Bethesda lost their touch? Let's look at what Bethesda has released since the original release of Skyrim on 11/11/11. Well, first off, we have Fallout Shelter, a mobile game, a free-to-play mobile game, raved by critics and fans, but blasted for its frivolous microtransactions. So really it's just a cash cow for the greedy. Then, like I mentioned before, we had Fallout 4. And to be honest, the game was okay. It continued the Fallout universe, but seemed to be lacking in RPG elements. And I'm not a fan of the voice-acted player. To me, it's a cross between action-adventure / SimCity. We had Elder Scrolls Legends, the doomed card game, another tit-twisting money grab. And we also can't forget Shit 76, aka Fallout 76. We all remember what kind of launch that was. It's one of the reasons I started a YouTube channel, out of my disappointment and frustration. I had severe disappointment in the aforementioned Shit 76. While the game is in a better state now, I have since moved on, and like a bad hooker, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. And it didn't help Pete Hines lying to the public about pay-to-win microtransactions, then just straight up crying about it. And who can forget Elder Scrolls Blades? And this is what Todd Howard had to say about Elder Scrolls Blades.
Blades, at its heart, is a pure Elder Scrolls game.
Idiots are fun. No wonder every village wants one.
I'm sorry, Mr. Howard. I don't ever remember my pure Elder Scrolls games having microtransactions and time-gated to opening my chests. But then again, this is just another mobile game, raved by critics, but blasted for microtransactions, and its time gates. And just like Fallout Shelter, it is in a better state now, but it's still heavily front-loaded, pushing you to spend real-world money in the later stages of the game. Another side note, Blades was the reason I created a video showing you how to install Morrowind on your phone. I'll link that in the description below for those that really want a pure Elder Scrolls experience on mobile. Now we have the upcoming Starfield, a supposed space-based RPG, which is an unproven IP, and what seems to be Todd Howard's pet project. It releases 11/11/2022, a full 10 years since the last Elder Scrolls game, Skyrim. So besides a multitude of cash grabs, and Fallout 4 in 2015, I'm not going to count the multiple releases and re-releases of Skyrim. Next we'll be getting Skyrim Microwave Edition. But it has been a full 8 years since Bethesda Game Studios made a real game, and it'll probably be a 15-year gap in between Skyrim and Elder Scrolls 6. Anyone else think that's just too long, or is it just me? I also thought that Bethesda Game Studios' growth since Morrowind, they had about 40 employees back then, and now they have hundreds today. I thought that might make games come out at a faster pace, or with less bugs. Nope, they can't figure out how to develop 2 games in tandem. So after thinking about it, 15 years between Elder Scrolls games, you know, my grandma could probably code faster than that, and she's been dead for 20. But anyway, just like back in the days of Morrowind, of which Morrowind was a make or bankrupt position for Bethesda, Starfield again is an unproven IP, and has a lot riding on its success. But since Microsoft now backs Bethesda, monetary bankruptcy isn't an option, but trust bankruptcy is. If Starfield fails, public trust plummets, and Bethesda is not riding high at the moment anyway. But not only does public trust plummet, but so do the hopes of Elder Scrolls fans. But that's my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I read all of them. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming and PC hardware content. I really appreciate you watching. Until next time, my friends, I am out of here. You all have a good one.